The restaurant was louder than usual that Friday night, but at table 7, right by the window, there was only silence. A single candle flickered beside an untouched glass of water, waiting for someone who clearly wasn't coming. Emma checked her phone for the 10th time, her heart sinking lower with every minute that passed. She had promised herself she'd try dating again. She had promised she'd give people a chance. She had promised she wouldn't get hurt this time. But here she was, alone, again. Just when she was about to stand up and walk out, 2 little girls no older than 6 marched into the restaurant holding hands. Their hair was tied in matching bows, and their backpacks bounced against their tiny shoulders. They looked around, spotted her, and hurried straight toward her. One of them tugged on her sleeve and said softly, "Are you Miss Emma? Our daddy's really sorry he's late. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to support the channel. Your engagement helps us grow and bring you more heartfelt stories like this one. Welcome to your channel name, where kindness, hope, and real human moments come to life." Emma blinked, unsure if this was some sort of prank. The twins stood there, out of breath, cheeks rosy from running. "Yes, I'm Emma," she said slowly. "Sweethearts, where's your dad? He's parking," the girl with the purple bow announced with complete confidence. "And he told us to hurry and tell you he didn't mean to make you wait," added the one with the blue bow. Emma's annoyance cracked into surprise, then softened into something warm and curious. A moment later, a man rushed into the restaurant, clearly flustered, apologizing even before he reached the table. I'm so sorry," he said, breathless. "I'm Mark. Their dad. I didn't plan for this to be such a mess. He wasn't dressed for a date. No pressed shirt, no blazer. He wore simple jeans, a basic hoodie, and a tired smile that hinted at a long day. I'm guessing you weren't expecting the kid entourage," he said, rubbing the back of his neck. Emma laughed, despite herself. "Not exactly." He sighed. "Their babysitter canceled last minute. I didn't want to bail on you, but I also couldn't leave them alone." The twins climbed onto the bench beside him, whispering loudly about breadsticks. And Emma, who had walked in expecting disappointment, found herself smiling instead. They ordered dinner together, and although the moment had started awkwardly, something natural, something strangely warm began to unfold at the table. Mark wasn't like anyone she had met on dating apps. He wasn't trying too hard. He wasn't rehearsed. He wasn't pretending. He told her about losing his wife 3 years ago, how the twins had become his whole world, how he worked 2 jobs but still made time to read them bedtime stories every night. "And this is their first time crashing one of my dates," he said with a wince. "Please don't hold it against me." Emma shook her head. "Honestly, they're adorable, and it's kind of refreshing." The girls giggled and handed Emma a crayon from the restaurant's kids menu. "For you," one said shyly, "so you can draw with us." It made Emma laugh, a real full laugh she hadn't felt in months. The waitress came by and placed plates on the table. The twins talked about school, their favorite colors, and how they were learning to tie their shoes super fast now. At first, Mark tried apologizing for them interrupting, but soon Emma insisted she didn't mind. In fact, she loved it. Every moment revealed more layers of him, the way he cut the twins' spaghetti in half so they wouldn't get messy, the way he listened to their stories with genuine interest, the way he redirected their interruptions with patience only a devoted parent could have. Emma felt something she didn't expect on a blind date, especially one that had begun with disappointment. She felt hope. Halfway through dinner, one of the twins yawned dramatically. Mark sighed. "I think someone's getting sleepy." "No," the other one insisted. "I'm not sleepy. I'm heroically awake." Emma burst out laughing, and Mark shrugged. Their vocabulary's getting interesting. Then, one of the twins scooted closer to Emma. "Do you like our daddy?" she asked, completely unfiltered. Mark nearly choked on his water. "Lola," Emma smiled warmly. Yes, I do. He seems very kind. The girl said, nodding proudly. He makes the best pancakes. From a box, Mark corrected. Still the best, she replied. After dinner, they all walked out together. The air outside was cool, the streetlights casting a soft glow on the sidewalk. Mark buckled the twins into their booster seats, then turned to Emma with a tired but hopeful expression. I know tonight wasn't ideal, he said. I really wanted to make a good first impression. But this is my life. Kind of messy, usually unexpected but full of love. Emma stepped closer, her voice soft. Mark, tonight was real. And honestly, that's more than I've gotten from anyone in a long time. He let out a breath, relief washing over him. I'd really like to see you again. Properly. No kids next time. Unless you don't mind them. Emma looked into the minivan, where two little faces were pressed to the window, waving at her like tiny cheerleaders. I don't mind, she said. Not at all. The twins squealed from inside the car. Daddy, she likes you. Take her on another date. Mark groaned. They're going to talk about this for weeks. She laughed. Let them. Over the following weeks, Emma and Mark saw each other again and again. Some dates were quiet and peaceful. Others involved playgrounds, spilled juice, and twin girls insisting Emma join their tea parties. And she didn't just show up, she embraced it. She learned the twins' favorite bedtime story voices. She learned which stuffed animals absolutely must sleep on the left side of the bed, and which ones were on vacation. She learned that Mark wasn't just a good dad, he was a good man. One evening, after a day at the park, the twins hugged Emma tightly before climbing into their car seats. Miss Emma? One whispered. Yeah? Can you not go away? Her heart melted. I'm not going anywhere, Emma whispered back. Mark watched, eyes soft. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't something out of a movie. It was simple, human, kind, and that was enough. Weeks later, Emma looked back on that first night. The empty table, the sinking feeling, the voice inside her saying she'd been foolish to hope. But she hadn't been stood up. She had been surprised by life, surprised by kindness, surprised by the way people, especially little ones, could walk into your world and light it up without even trying. Life doesn't always go the way we plan. Sometimes it disappoints us, sometimes it tests us, but sometimes it surprises us with something far better. Emma went to the restaurant expecting loneliness. Instead, she found laughter, honesty, and a family she didn't know she needed. Kindness doesn't always look grand or dramatic. Sometimes it looks like a flustered dad doing his best. Sometimes it looks like two little girls delivering an apology with matching hair bows. Sometimes it looks like giving someone a chance, right when they're sure they don't deserve one. And when we choose kindness, we don't just change someone else's life. We open the door for something beautiful to change ours too.